Today's Cone Zone takes me out here along Stephanie Street. I'm standing between Wigwam Parkway and the 215 freeway, where you can see all these cones have been placed out here, blocking a couple of lanes where you enter onto the 215 freeway. The big complaint for drivers, they never see any construction workers, but the city explains why.
So this project, it is a combination of night work and day work, but currently we're in a little pause on construction. We're waiting on some materials to come in. Some of the traffic signal components, the steel has been very tough to come by. Starting a couple years ago with some hurricanes in the southeast, they took a lot of the material there. And then COVID has kind of interrupted the supply chain.
How bad is that supply chain interruption?
So things that we were waiting 6 to 8 weeks on, we've now been waiting 10 to 20 weeks to get that material.
I did ask the city why it's necessary to leave those pesky traffic cones up along southbound Stephanie Street, blocking the two right-hand lanes, if the project is temporarily suspended pending additional traffic light parts to arrive.
Usually what it is that they've got an open area of excavation or some sidewalk that hasn't been replaced yet, waiting on pavement. So they leave them up in order to promote public safety and try to keep them out of the active work areas.
The project calls for the repaving of Stephanie Street from just south of American Pacific Drive by the railroad tracks down to the 215 freeway, along with sidewalk upgrades for ADA compliance, intersection upgrade improvements as well at Wigwam and Stephanie Street, and best of all, the addition of a new fourth traffic lane on southbound Stephanie Street approaching the ramp to the westbound 215.
Instead of having the single turn lane to get onto the 215, there are going to be two right turn lanes, which should increase capacity and hopefully help to minimize or eliminate any backups onto the freeway.
I was curious if the future new double right-hand turn lane from southbound Stephanie to the westbound 215 will allow a right turn on red, similar to what the county did on the Charleston Boulevard off-ramp from northbound 215 in Summerlin.
It appears that it'll be a no right on red, but due to the doubling of the lanes, you'll have increased capacity, which again should help minimize delays.
Now, the city went on to tell the Cone Zone that all these cones you see out here and all the repaving and whatnot should be done by the end of October, which should make for a nice, smooth driving experience for those trying to access the westbound 215 from southbound Stephanie. I'm Ken Smith, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.